This is a little series on Sunday worship from the guitar, from the acoustic guitar. I want to share some fundamentals of the guitar, some arrangement ideas, some theology, all with the goal of empowering and enriching congregational singing, which is what I'm really excited about in life.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I'd love to hear from you if you're also on this quest. I'd love to hear from you if you've been in worship settings where congregational singing has not been the mission. Let me know in the comments what your experience has been. Well, today I want to talk to you about picks. And this is because I don't think enough of us realize how much fun can be had with picks. And the big idea is that different picks do different things well. And if you're not aware of this, you might be using a pick for a song or a part that is working against you or that doesn't sound as good as it could. The general rule is for the busier or up-tempo strumming, thinner picks are better. And for the slower, more single-string picking, thicker picks are better. But hey, wait. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, oh, baby, please don't go. But if you've really got to go, give me a like and a subscribe, and we'll call it even. Now, let me explain. I'm using the Dunlop picks here, the Tortex Dunlops. These are so classic because, you know, they've got all their different colors. You see them there. Got the colors, got the green and the yellow. These are the popular ones. What do we got? Green, yellow, orange, and red. I think these are the ones that a lot of people would be familiar with. These are really excellent. Let's take Rejoice as an example. It's up-tempo. It has a busy strumming pattern. I'll use the green guy, 0.88. So it sounds like this. So that sounds like. Now I'm going to drop down all the way down to the 0.50, just so you can hear the contrast. And let's really do them back to back. Here comes the green. Quite different. A couple of things that happen when I drop down to a thinner pick. One is it gets more comfortable for me. And the reason this is because I'm not getting the resistance from the pick that I would be with a thicker one. I'm getting a lot of resistance from this green one. So it's more comfortable, and if that's a faster part, I'm going to feel that. I'm going to feel that resistance in my strumming pattern. So the thinner pick just makes it a little easier for me. But the main thing to notice is the sound difference. The thicker pick tends to be a little harsher in that pattern, again, because of the resistance, because of the thickness of the pick, whereas the thinner one, it gives me a little more of a soft sound and a little bit more of a smooth consistency across the pattern. Now let's take something like Jerusalem, which has got some slower strumming, and maybe you do some single note playing on this one. Let me show you with the 0.50, the red guy. It might sound like this. Maybe we bump that up a bit closer to Journeyman. Fine, sounds good. But if I bump that up to the green guy, so I bump this now up to the 0.88, it sounds like this. Let me do the Journeyman version. Again. Really quite different in the tone. And that's because I've got a thicker pick now, but playing single strings. And so we're able to really hear the fuller tone of those strings and the sustain as well. So I would not choose the red guy for a part like that. I'd choose something more like the yellow guy, 0.73, or the green guy, the 0.88. I mean, just to make it really clear what's happening here, I'll bump us all the way up to the 2.0 mm. Look at this thing. That actually is an alligator. Look at it. Oh man, that sounds beautiful. You notice that a lot of the top end, a lot of the treble sound has gone away the thicker the pick has become, which is what we would like. That's a good thing to have when we're playing individual notes and strumming longer chords. Really nice. So there you go. Different picks do different things well. The thinner pick, better for the up-tempo, busier strumming, for comfort and tone, and the thicker pick, better for slower things with more individual notes. And what this does is it enables us to be versatile. We don't just sound one way playing everything. But there's one more thing, and this combined with the choice of pick, I think can really move us along the path from apprentice to journeyman. And it is the angle with which we hold the pick, or with which we strike the string. Let me show you this. So most people, if they've not thought about this yet, they will just hold the pick very flat against the string, like so. And so you have all of the pick, basically, both sides are flush against the string. And it sounds like this. But you can do one small thing which tidies up the tone of that, and it's to just angle your pick forward, like so. So instead of being flat on the string, I'm going to angle forward a little bit, and I'll show you the difference. I'll start flat, and then I'll change to forward a little bit. Again. It's kind of like you're mixing yourself. You're rolling off the top end, you're rolling off the treble, and just allowing the warmer parts of the tone to come through. And this is great, because if we're not careful, we could be playing a melody and the playing is fine, but because we've positioned the pick that way, kind of sounds a little bit like you just learned that. Like this is like guitar lesson number 1, and you're just beginning to play. But it's really not your fault. It's actually just the way you're striking the string. So if I do the same thing, but with the pick angled slightly forward, it turns into this. Sounds much better. Let me show you back to back. Now the ultimate is actually to be able to adjust the angle with which you're striking the strings throughout your playing in order to create different tone shapes, give the impression of dynamic change. Here, for example, I might use the flatter, more trebly sound at the end of the line to communicate that we're finishing up and we're entering into another part of the song. So I got that top end coming in at the end to just let us know, oh, something's changing, we're heading into a new section. And then I would come back. softer. Also move back down to the bridge to just accentuate the tone there as well. Maybe that's something we can talk about in another video. And the same thing applies with the strumming. If I was using the yellow and I was strumming very flat, it would sound like this. If I just give that a slight angle, it sounds like this. Back to back. Quite a difference. So there you go. Different picks do different things well. Go and get a bunch of different picks and experiment. See what they feel like, see what they sound like, see how they suit different parts and different songs differently. And try angling your pick a little bit as you play. Choose something that you're comfortable with, that you know well already, and then just have an experiment with how the angling of the pick changes the tone of what you're playing. Now that is enough about picks for today. Have you got a favorite? Have you got a preferred pick? Let me know in the comments. You can see that mine is the yellow guy. I think he's very versatile. I like him a lot. Are you also on this journey of thinking through how to empower and enrich congregational singing? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.